Time he's been whistled for the penalty, the third foul of this second half on the Patriots. Tigers will set up the half-court offense. And good defense knocked away, but now numbers for the Tigers. Can they take advantage? Too hard of a pass inside. Pohl regains control, though. Finds a wide-open three-pointer. Good. In that right corner. Brent Fry's third three-pointer of this half. Seventh of the game from downtown for the Tigers. Cade tried to answer, didn't get it to go, one and done. And as they brought it across the timeout, taken by the Tigers. And we'll take one as well. It's 38-30, back after this.
At Fox Communities Credit Union, it's your stories that have written ours.
It was true in 1937, right here in Combined Locks, when three workers at this mill pooled their funds together to make our very first loan.
And it's still true today. At Fox Communities Credit Union, our story is built on more than 85 years of your stories.
And we're proud to continue writing it together.
$11-12 remaining in regulation. 38-30 the score, Marshfield. They led at the half 24-20 and have led the whole way since about midway through that first half when there were several lead changes. Biggest lead was a dozen for the Tigers. Come in and using their bigs, that was one of the keys to the game for Coach Turner Botts. Stop those big guys, use your hustle, win those 50-50 balls. And so far, Marshfield been able to use the big guys. It's been Pohl and Connect to lead the way for Marshfield. At possession, we'll see what the coach called for. That was a quick timeout called, by the way, and a blocking foul. And Fries will shoot two. His first two free throws of the game. That goes on Elliott. That's number 3 on Feldhausen. Number 4 on the Patriots in the second half. And Brent Fries scores his first free throw. They are now 2 for 3 in this half. They get 3 for 4. 6'1" senior. One of just 3 seniors on this Marshfield squad, totally regrouping. They lost 8 players from last year's team. And that one a little bit too hard. For Demarath in the corner. Tigers come away with it. Wide open out front. They gave it to him. He didn't hit it. And the rebound underneath. Falling down with it. And the travel. He's called on Ramberg. Be their 7th turnover of the game. And that will let Weisbach come into the game for Feldhausen with 10.5 to go. 10-point game.
Have a chance just to maintain this lead for the Tigers and try to build on it in the next few minutes. But if you're the Patriots, you just need to be able to get a few more stops and just get this down to 4 points, about 3 to 4 minutes to go.
They're looking down low, nothing doing there. They'll play the perimeter, but I'll tell you what, the Tigers have been real feisty here on defense. Not a lot of open looks for the Patriots so far. LaChapelle, little pump fake. And finds a wide open shooter. That's Braden Neiman, his second three-pointer of this half. He's in double figures with 10. And a breath of fresh air for the Patriots, finally hitting an open shot. Brings them back within 7, nearing the halfway mark of the second half. Back come the Tigers, though. They'll answer with a 3 of their own. That rattles through. For Ramberg, he's got 5 in the game.
It's a great
Just
offense.
like, yeah, back up to 10.
Great offense if you're able to match a three-pointer that would normally be devastating for drives and your next possession, but a great job to match it.
How about back-to-back-to-back threes? This one off the hands of Evan Nimmerett. Raining threes all of a sudden. The 4th one of this half for East. Halfway to go. 1 quarter left. Another one? No. That would have been 4 in a row combined for both teams. But we'll try anyway. How about another? Thank you, sir. Pour another one. Evan Dimmerat, his 2nd one. Back-to-back. And they're within 4.
And I wonder if this was missing from the Patriots offense in the first half. This is what they were missing to continue these runs.
And how that 3-pointer really changes the game of basketball, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, especially if you can make them back-to-back. Now, can you hold the other team from going back-to-back as well?
Heavy D this time. The clapping over on the sidelines and the East faithful. What a game. 8 minutes left to play. Nice crossover move. They'll dip it out. They'll try another 3. That won't go, and a little breakaway. And Preston Giacomo draws a foul, and Cade will head to the free throw line as he was smacked on the wrist. Landon Lee commits it. It's his first, and that's the first team foul of the second half on Marshfield, believe it or not. So Cade will have an opportunity. Missed his previous 2 attempts. He has yet to score here in the second half. Let's see if we can change it, and he does. He's got 12 to pace the way for Appleton East, and leading scorer for the Tigers comes back in, and Ethan Connect. Preston Giacomo hits them both. Knew he wouldn't miss for very much longer from the charity stripe. It's a 2-point game. By an 8-0 run. 43-41, 7.5 left to play. Come up with another stop here, tie or take the lead. If you're a Patriots fan. A lot of bumping going on. Yeah, they had to call that one. That was speed on speed there, Landon Lee. But all over him was Preston Giacomo, his 2nd. Team's 5th, so we don't shoot free throws yet. It'll be side out here as we look at it on the near sideline. For the Tigers, bright orange shoes on half the players. See a pair of yellow ones over there as well. They'll work it high to low. They miss Easy Bunny underneath, but they get another try. Cole couldn't get it to fall. Another try underneath. No, a second chance there. Brooks Henson stayed with it and scored. He's got 7.5, 11 in the game. Breaks that 8-0 run by the Patriots, a 4-point advantage. Here's another 3 ball. Missed, and they'll just let that one roll out of bounds. Who touched it? Off a Connect. How about that over there? Coming over and saving it from going out of bounds was Neiman. Connect was just standing there waiting for it to go. And wisely, Braden said, no, we'll throw it off your foot. East ball.
Those are plays that could alter a game if they get a quick basket here.
Can they do it? No, rimmed in and out. That would have brought down the house for Braden. Instead, the Tigers come away with it. And losing control, they give it right back. And the ball all of a sudden has some butter on it. Slipping away from both teams. Hop, skip, and a jump in the paint. That won't go. Tapped around. Guys diving all over the place. Love to see that here, and it'll stay at this end, but what an effort from Cade. Try and keep that one from going out of bounds. He went belly down. Tigers ball with 6:19 left and a 4-point lead. Defensive pressure on the inbound pass. Using that baseline. There's another defender, but they break that. Get it down and connect and a charge. Yep, he lowered his shoulder and bouncing right up is Braden Neiman. Drawing the charge. Connects third. Team second.
You just
Pumped
try
up,
that.
man.
You just try to get a little aggressive and see if you can get away with it, but you're going to get called for it a few times.
Braden stood his ground against a big fella and then jumped way up in the air after drawing that offensive foul. Let's see if East can do something with it. They get the ball back. Fourth turnover of the half on Marshfield. For 5 in the first half. Both teams have protected the ball pretty well tonight. Pump fake on the 3. Get it back to Braden in the paint. He'll fall away. Too hard. Feldhausen bending down to pick it up. And was pushed from behind by Pohl. That is his first. Only number 3 on the Tigers. Only number 7 of the game for them overall. And now they call another one on the inbound. Back-to-back fouls. That one goes on Fries. I had to look down to mark it in the scorebook, and another foul. So it's East ball with 5:40 left to play. LaChapelle, wild shot, too wild. He fell down. Traveled with it. Fourth turnover to this half on East. 7 on the game unofficially. Staying right with them, though. 4-point game. Lots to play, though. 5.5 to go. Neither team used a timeout in that first half. Only one has been used, or just a couple here in the second half, so handful left. Got a feeling we might see a few down the stretch. And a few of these. 3 ball, good. In the corner, Chris Pohl showing his range. His third three-pointer for the 6'7" sophomore. Puts Marshfield up by 7.
That's a huge three-pointer because you increase this lead back up to 7. And if their defense can hold, I mean, you're going to feel pretty confident with about 5 minutes to go.
Wide open 3 at all day. Knocking it down. Jacob Bleidsbach. Another one from long range. 6-1 of this half for Appleton East. 8th of the game overall. That's the way they're going to play this year. A lot of perimeter basketball. Saving it once, saving it twice. How about Cade and Joey airing that one out, and he comes away with it. And they went sky and high for the basketball. Not once, but twice, and then at the other end, they draw the foul. The intensity here down the stretch. That's on Landon Lee, his second. 5th on Marshfield. There's LaChapelle, and held quiet here in this half. Had an effect out there, though, as soon as he touches the ball. Just like he did there. Couldn't get it to fall. Joey yet to score after scoring 7 in that first half. At the 4-minute mark, a 4-point game. And a double dribble. Good defense by Feldhausen on Ethan Connect, who picked up his dribble. He was going to pass it out to the point, but started dribbling it again. And as the East crowd says, you can't do that.
Well, you actually can't, but
They know basketball. 5 turnovers in each half on the Tigers. Working the screen, falling down was Preston Giacomo. And on the rebound, putback, drawing the foul was Braden Neiman, and 1. He's having a heck of a second half, and he is pumped up. Third foul on Landon Lee. 6th on Marshfield. To the line for Neiman. Misses the free throw. Stays a 2-point game.
Tigers just all second half had just been one play ahead above the Patriots.
48-46. Entry pass knocked loose. They'll regain control. Almost threw it away then. This East crowd and that bench fired up right now, wanting the defense. Wide open three in the corner, missed everything. I'll let the crowd tell you what that was. East a chance to tie or take the lead here. Joey trying to do so. Midair, hands it off to Feldhausen. He got it and won. Elliot Feldhausen ties this one up. A chance to take the lead at the charity stripe. What a pass from Joey LaChapelle.
And a great job by the Patriots. They were down by 10 a few moments ago, continue to fight defensively, making some hard baskets, but now can they get one at the free throw line?
And a full timeout is called. We'll take it as well. Tied up for the moment here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
And we're back.
Here at Appleton East, starting to lose the voice here. It's only the first boys game of the year. Second game overall, and we got another lead change. East has fought all the way back from down a dozen, up by one now. Under 3 minutes left to play, thanks to the three-point play by Elliot Feldhausen. Tigers trying to answer the quick shot, no, and fought for right down below us. And apparently they had possession and were able to call timeout. Okay, timeout taken by the Tigers. Let's hear from our sponsors once again in a one-point game.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
A lot of discussion amongst the coaching staff of Appleton East during this break by some of the assistant coaches. Joe LaChapelle, a fellow broadcaster at one point. He helped me do a couple of girls' state basketball broadcasts. Andy Smith, also an assistant coach here for Turner Bots in his second season. And Joe was pretty animated there in that timeout. Probably wondering why Marshfield got that timeout called. It was granted as it was fought for on the floor. And after all of that, it's Tigers ball. They fake the handoff, go right to the hoop, and it's swatted away. Patriots come up with it. Good defense by Elliot Feldhausen. They'll nurse the 1-point lead, 2:25 remaining in regulation. It's got all the makings, partner. We may see some extra basketball. We're only in game one. Lot to play yet, though. Big possession here for the Patriots. Nice ball handling by Prestigiacomo. He starts the play. Behind the back dribble that time. Lost control, but LaChapelle comes up with it. He'll drive the paint. Batted around, and it went off of Neiman. Puts his hands on his head. He knew it.
Yeah, it's a rough possession when you take that much time off the clock and just can't get a shot off. I mean, you're holding the ball that long. You'd like to at least have an attempt at some points to build on this 1-point lead.
Minute 45 and counting. Looking for the high screen out front. They get it one way, they get it the other. They'll drive to the hoop, left-handed. Nope, hit the side of the rim. And he comes down with it. Empty possession there for the Tigers. 90 seconds left. What a game. What a way to start the regular season in boys basketball. And I thought he was going to call the timeout before then. And finally, Coach Potts says, let's go ahead and take it. We'll draw something up here.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to make sure these possessions that are coming up that are going to be very important, especially they're going to take time off the clock. Do you hold on it for too long? Do you try to get too fancy and be in a situation where you have another turnover like the previous possession? You want to be able to think about what's the proper way of displaying points on the board. Everyone's so afraid about time on the clock. The first goal is you got to be able to put points up. I mean, a 1-point lead can vanish in one basket in 1 second.
49-48. Only a 30-second timeout called by Coach Potts. I told you earlier, knew that we'd see a lot of timeouts called down the stretch, especially in a tight game. What was drawn up? You know, he had something in mind there because he was wanting to position LaChapelle right there in front of the bench before calling the timeout. That's exactly what happened. Joey's got it. Nifty ball handling. He'll scoop it out and regain control of it. Getting the defense to lean on him. He splits the defender, hits the floor. When he stands up, he'll shoot two. That goes on Landon Lee, and that's the first player in the game with 4 personals. Team foul number 8. Joey LaChapelle. Money at the line, and that's his first point of the second half. He has had an effect out there, but just hasn't had too many looks at it. Knocks them both down. Crunch time free throws for the Patriots as we hit the 60-second mark. They've got their biggest lead of the game at 3. And they put on the heavy defense to try and keep this 3-point lead. And Marshfield wants to talk things over. Coach Chris Fisher will call the timeout. We'll take a break as well. 53 seconds left. Don't go anywhere. Back after this.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Back for the final 53.1 seconds in a 3-point game. East has taken the lead after being down by a dozen at one point. Key to note here also, they do have some fouls to give. They only have 5 team fouls, so they can play a little heavier defense here, not worry about the foul situation. And that's exactly what they're doing here. A little spin move, and they do foul. Right on cue. LaChapelle commits it. That's his second. I think Marshfield knew that too, and that's when you're in a situation like this, attack the hoop, because you know you're going to get fouled. And so free throws upcoming. They're saying it was on the shot, so 2 coming. And a big front end made by Brooks Henson. This is who you want at the line. if you are Marshfield, is Henson. Last year averaged 15.6 points, 3.2 rebounds as a sophomore. Get a lot of college looks, and he's money from the line on both of them. Brings them back within one. They'll put the pressure on. They've got 18 fouls. They'll commit the 9th, so it'll only be a 1 in the bonus here. Who are they going to get this on? They're going to argue. If that goes on Lee, that's his 5th. It is on Landon Lee. He is just fouled out of this contest. They were saying it was on somebody else, but if you're Lee, you gotta know you have 4. Kind of back away from the basketball a little bit more.
Well, this is where the free throws coming up are going to be huge now, because in this back and forth pace, if you're going to go back to the foul line, you need to be able to make this and guarantee your opportunity to regain that 3-point lead. A miss here would really jeopardize a lot for the Patriots, but this is right what the Tigers want. You want to make your free throws, and hopefully your opponent misses 1 or 2.
Lee just fouled out of the game. He did not score. And it'll be La Chapelle for 1 and 1. He misses the first one. Rebound Marshfield. Oh boy, big miss there. 30 seconds left to play. Tigers down by 1. They've got it right in front of their own bench. Looking for the high screen. Good defense by Joey. Knocks it out of bounds. 19.1 on the clock.
Now we'll see if Marshfield wants to just play for one opportunity or just wait, just get points on the board. The hardest thing to do is to score within 30 seconds to go, because you focus so much on the time and not so much on the actual shot. And this is where your defense, you work so hard in practice in these game-type situations. 20 seconds, try to hold, don't foul, let the shot happen. It's a situation where you have to just dig deep now and fight hard in these last 19 seconds.
And it is a full timeout in a 1-point game, 19.1 seconds left. And if you're Marshfield, get it to the hands of your playmaker, Brooks Henson. Henson, last year, like I said, about 15.5 points a game as a sophomore. In this one, started to come alive a little bit more in the second half. He's got 13 on the game for Brooks. Got to believe number 5 will be controlling the basketball at some point on this possession. Eastig does not have a foul to give anymore. They have 16 fouls. So it would just be a 1 and 1. Here we go. Who gets it? There's Henson, and he is fouled. Joey didn't think he did, but that is going to be number 3 on him. Number 7 on East, and so Brooks Henson will step up to the line for the 1 and 1. Before the free throw, they'll put some more size in there, and Ethan connect. 1-1 here for Brooks Henson for the tie. Got it. We are tied at 51 with 14.2 seconds left. Henson will have another. He just broke the tie. Down the stretch we come. 1-point deficit for East. They've got the ball with 10 seconds left. And, of course, Coach Butts wants to draw something up here. It's a full timeout taken, so we will take a quick break, too. Back for the end of this one right after this.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
I tell you what, folks, it doesn't get any better than this to open up a season. My throat's hurting here, Zach, but it's a good kind of hurting as we've done back-to-back games. But, man, the excitement here to cap things off with the boys' game. Girls' game, Kimberly defeated East. Here, this one is up for grabs with 9.6 seconds left. What do they do here?
Well, the nice thing is you don't have to worry about making a three-point basket because any basket other than a free throw is going to win this for you. So you just need to run your first two possessions, run the first route, see if you can find that man cutting, be able to hit it and score.
Any foul would be 2 shots. Who gets it? They're looking for La Chapelle with 1.5 seconds left, and the shot was made, but well after the whistle for a timeout. It's one of those, no! It went in, but doesn't count.
Well, even those situations, too, you do hear the whistle, and I wonder if you're
just
putting a little extra in there. Oh, now it goes in. Yeah, it's one of those situations where you hate to see that, knowing that, it went in, we call a timeout. But that late in the possession, I wonder if they want to call it maybe 2-3 seconds instead of 1.5.
That defense Marshfield was showing there, that was put up to perfection. I mean, there was nothing doing on the court for Appleton East. And again, if Marshfield fouls, it's 2 free throws.
Well, then you also have the nerves of wanting to shoot a contested shot because now you have to shoot with somebody on you, and you're going to have a really hard contested shot to make with a second and a half.
Here we go, 1.5 seconds left. And it's a timeout call. Once again, as we burn them up, hey, can't take them home, can't take them to the next game.
There were no timeouts for a long period of time, and now it's used.
We didn't have one in the first half, did we?
No timeout in the first half.
Everybody using them up here in the second half. Last year, this was a 50-43 contest won by Appleton East. Check that, 66-52. Year before that, 69-55, 50-43 was the first game that they played back on February 8, 2021. Fourth season in a row that these teams have battled early on in the season. And it comes down to this. Get it in. Either draw the foul or have a play called up where you can tap it in. Plenty of time to get off a shot from anywhere, though. Here we go. They line him up on the baseline. It's La Chapelle to take it out. He slaps it. Here we go. Looking. Get it into Feldhausen. He booted it away. Neiman grabbed it. A wild shot and a wild finish. East was wanting a foul at some point, but everybody just standing around, and that is going to do it. Wow. Even after all those timeouts, they were unable to even get an official shot off. And that's how game number 1 comes to a conclusion. Final score, Marshfield 52 and Appleton East 51. Joey D and Zach Morris with you, alongside Gary Bileski, our camera guy. And what a way to get things going here, partner. What happened on that last play that you saw?
Just no one was open. He looked to try to find an open teammate, nowhere to go, had to throw it to someone who was covered. And the ball bounced, and again, when the ball makes contact, that's when the clock starts to drain after only a second and a half. Threw up an opportunity, but I don't know if the shot was a little bit too late or if there was contact or not. But from our vantage point, just seeing a little bit too late. The big key for Marshfield was what they did in the first 9.5 seconds before the 1.5. They did a great job defensively, not allowing anything open, and forcing Appleton to take a timeout with a second and a half left. So a great job by the Marshfield defense being able to hold this game in a position where they felt pretty good, even when their 10-point lead vanished.
Scoring leaders for you for Marshfield. Brooks Henson, the junior, leading the way to start the season, 15 points. A lot coming in that second half. 14 points for Ethan Connect. A lot coming in the first half. He had 13 of his 14. Also 11 for Chris Pohl. So they use their size and use the perimeter as well. It's a good Marshfield team, even though they lost 8 seniors from last year's team. So very young, but very skilled, and they come away with the victory here tonight for Appleton East. They were led in scoring by Cade Prestigiacomo, and Braden Neiman had 12. Joey LaChapelle with 9. Cade had 13, by the way. 6 points for Evan Demeret. 3 for Jacob Weisbach on a 3. That's about it. 5 points for Elliot Feldhausen as well, who they were looking for on that last play. Went off of his foot. Last second shot didn't fall, and that's how this one comes to an end. Wow, what a way to start the season. The girls' game, the final score is 65-48. Kimberly beats Appleton East, and Marshfield comes out on top here in the boys' game. Want to thank our sponsors tonight and all season long: Fox Communities Credit Union, also Creative Imprint, Myron Construction, Fast Signs in on everything, OSMS as well. Thanks to all of our sponsors, our salespeople, our production staff, and our engineering crew behind the scenes here, mainly Zach, as we're getting going with some new equipment here. And, hey, we got her done here, partner. Good job.
And we'll be right back here, too, next Friday night.
Yes, there we go. The next broadcast will be Kaukauna and Appleton East. Look on our website, thescorewi.com, for both radio and video stream broadcasts all throughout the girls and boys seasons. For our camera guy, Gary Bileski, my partner here in Zach Morris, I am Joey D. Bidding you farewell from Appleton East High School. Again, the final score in the boys' game, Marshfield 52 and Appleton East 51. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.